Hello guys, welcome to the 8th tutorial on HTML. First of all, for the 10 seconds you will not see anything on the file on the video. So I don't know why does that happen, but it is happening for my all the tutorials. So in this tutorial, so I'm sorry for that. I'm just looking at what I can do about that. So let's start the tutorial. So in this tutorial we will see how to put images in your HTML document. So like in HTML for everything we use tags. So for images also we use img tag that you can see here, but you can notice that this tag is not like normal tags. Like here you can see title tag, there is a starting part and there is a closing part. The image tag is like there is only one part and we write it like this. So for putting images in your document we use this tag, and this is like this. So one thing you have to specify for this tag is that where is your image, what image do you want to portray. So there is an attribute for that. img comes with a lot of attributes and we use them, and we will see some of the attributes using here. So first we will tell our HTML document, okay, where is our image file. For that we will use attribute source, and in HTML and in the source attribute we will give it the space and the name of the file, the location and the name of the file. Now one thing is, if your image file is in the same folder in which your HTML document is, then it is sufficient that you give only the name of the file. Like in my case, I am using demo.htm, and this is the folder. Here is the demo.htm and this is the image here. So for me it will be sufficient if I write only the name of the image file, mango.jpeg. So it's sufficient for me. Had it been in some other folder, I would have to specify the relative location of the image file with the name of the file. Okay, so now Ctrl S and we will see how does it look like. Okay, we can see here the image. So this is the way we display images in our HTML document. So now sometimes people use screen readers and sometimes people use there are some errors, so your browser will not be able to actually download the image. So in that case you'd want to show some text there. So for those reasons there is an attribute like alt, and as a matter of fact, and as a like web developers has a practice, you do it all the time. It's not something that you seldomly do, it's like you always do. So whenever you write source you also write alt. It's like you have to do it. This is best practices. So this is what you also define. Anything you can write, but most of the time you will write it which helps the user, but it will not change the way the images are displayed on your web page. Nothing changes here, but yes, this is what you do. Now there is one thing, sometimes you have seen that if you put your cursor on the image, there is some name written, like it gives some information, it gives some help things, or it just writes the name of the thing you put your cursor on. So you'd like to do that for the images also. So for that we have another attribute, and that is title. In our case we write it mango. Now Ctrl S. So if we go to our browser and refresh it, now we put the cursor here, and yes, you can see here the name mango is written here. So this is the way you code it. One thing is, this is done here. Now the last thing that I want to discuss here in this tutorial is defining sizes of your image. So as you can easily guess, for sizes you can define height and width. So suppose I give height 400 and width 200. Ctrl S. and refresh the file. Yes, 400, 200. So sometimes you actually specify the space on your web document, and if you insert any image, you want that image to be properly placed in that place. Otherwise, if you don't define the height and width, then things could be random for you. The browser will decide for itself how it is going to display the image, and most of the times it will show the actual size of the image, and that might disrupt the flow of the content on your web page. So this is you do things here, like we again put it here 300 and 300, and we go to our web page and refresh it. It is showed like this, and we can see the nice mango written here. Put the cursor on the mango and it pops up. So that was about the first part of the HTML tutorial on images. In the next part we will see some other attributes related to images. So I think I made you understand a little bit about images, and yes, the next tutorial I'll see you, and just let me know what are the things I can do to improve, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, and enjoy your HTML learning. Bye.